What is up, Gundam MSIA fans? In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the Japanese version Gouf, and there's two different types of Japanese version Goufs. There's this plain version that doesn't come with the Dodai and doesn't have any of the Rambaral symbols on it, and then there's one that comes with the Dodai that has all the Rambaral symbols on it, and then the last one from the Japanese line is the Okawara version, which is the coolest looking one for the Japanese line. But my all-time favorite is the Desert Gouf. But anyway, this is the plain Japanese version Gouf that I'm going to be talking about today, and we're going to dive right into this one. So starting with accessories, comes with a shield that all the other Goufs come with, of course. And let me focus my camera in there. If it can focus, there we go. And it's got the wee hole in it, so you can see the wee, like when you're fighting, you can see your enemy through the shield when you're guarding. And then the back of the shield is very well detailed in paneling, and the clip part that goes in there, which is really cool. And then we got the Gouf metal whip that does electricity or heat. I'm not actually quite sure which one because I've forgotten. Somebody let me know in the comments below. You can see the panel line detail here. If anybody's seen the review on the Japanese one, it doesn't have any panel line. Let's see if I can focus in here. And you can see the detail a lot better here now that my camera's finally focused. And yeah, it's just, in my opinion, it's the better whip out of the two lines. The Japanese one's better than the USA version just because of the extra panel line detail. And then it comes with the best weapon that the Gouf has is the heat sword, very iconic Gouf weapon, which is really cool in my opinion, and it's just the best weapon. And it comes with a wee hole here, like in the sword. I don't know what that's used for. Sometimes when I'm filling around with it, I like to put the heat part inside here, like the heat whip or electricity whip, and then just like throw it around. Which, I don't know, it's just something I do. But I don't really know why the whole part's there. Maybe to just like hold it up on something inside a Xeon base. And the last accessory that it has with it is the two right hands. This is a closed fist right hand, and then this is a hand to hold what looks like a Zakuto machine gun, but I don't know, it's like a trigger hand almost, and you could put a Zakuto machine gun in this hand and it would look really cool, but it doesn't come with a Zakuto machine gun. But anyway, that doesn't matter. I'll get into the figure looks as well, so there's not really too much to say other than it's just more plain and panel lined, you can see here. And the detail is great, but they don't have like the extra stuff that they do on the USA version. There's a bit of chip here, which I didn't notice, to be honest. The back part here, and you can see all the paneling, the thrusters, very well detailed, and the yellow part here. And I believe that is it really. Again, there's nothing really too much that makes this stand out. It's pretty plain, but again, for grunt wise, I prefer the plain looking ones because I don't know, they just look better as like a grunt standout army thing. And then you have the Rambaral one in front to lead them all. That's just the way I see it anyway. Another cool thing about it is that it's got the two holes that are punched in here. And this is another thing as well, like it comes with a hand to hold a gun, right? Which it doesn't have a gun. And then it comes with these holes to hold the Zakuto Heat Hawk. And I'll show you here now. It holds one in here. And then it holds another one on this side, and you can have two at the one time on both sides. It's an amazing detail. I like it, and the fact that you can just add on more from different figures is really cool, in my opinion anyway. Even though it doesn't come with the Heat Hawk or machine gun, it's still cool that they added that in just in case if you like collected other figures and you can just like mix and match the stuff. And like another thing you can like mix and match is if you take off the shoulder pads as well, it's got like the wee part here. I can't remember like an indent, I don't know what to call that. And if you can use the Zakuto ones as well, which is really cool. So if you wanted the Zaku 2 shield, you can put it in there, or the Zaku 2 spike ball, you can put it in there as well. I don't really tend to mix and match, but it could easily fit in there, no problem. There was a guy that I seen that had like a Zaku 2 hybrid Gouf, where it had like the legs of a Gouf, but like the feet of the Zaku here, and then like one of the Zaku 2 horns, and then one of the Zaku 2 shields, but it kept the Zaku 2 arms here. It kept the Gouf hands here, and then it had the Zaku 2 hands and arm point at this here. I don't know, I just thought it was really cool because like you can have a Zaku 2 that can hold like a whip or like the Gouf shield. It was a really interesting custom, but yeah. Anyway, moving on. I'll get into the articulation of the figure. So the arm moves a full 360. This moves a full 360 at the elbow joint, and then the elbow itself moves 90 degrees. The hand moves 90 degrees, the shooting hand, which actually does fire out stuff in the fingertips, moves full 90 degrees. The leg, not so much far forward, like 30 degrees there, and then bends all the way back, like so. It's like the skirt part here that is stopping it from like moving so far forward. The foot, this is as much movement as you can get from the foot here. And the head moves a full 360, as you can see here. And I believe, no wait, the waist moves a tiny wee bit, and I believe that is me covered the articulation of the figure. Strength wise for MSIA, this one's one of the strong ones. It does not break easily. I'm banging this quite hard and it does not break easily. The thing with the horns, but MSIA weren't the best with the horns and certain stuff, but it's still pretty darn strong. But it is quite easily bent. So if you're storing this, I'd recommend you store it standing right side up so the horns don't bend, because once they start bending, from my experience, it's really difficult or near impossible to like get it back into shape once it starts looking like this. So I'd recommend you store it right side up. That is like one of the annoying things about it, but it's fine. Like the strength wise, it's still pretty decent. I believe the worst horn out of like all the Zaku stuff that I know of, or that I collect anyway from the Gundam MSIA line, is the Rambaral horn for the Zaku 1. That thing comes off, bends so easily out of all the horns I've experienced, and it is really annoying because I actually really like the Rambaral Zaku 1 and it's amazing, but it is what it is. You get what you can take, and these action figures are just amazing. Again, very well detailed, very, like the durability is amazing, and the articulation is pretty decent. Might not hold up to the articulation in some figures these days, but the articulation is pretty darn decent in my opinion. Anyway guys, let me know what you think of this Gouf review. The Gouf review, and let me know if you want to add this addition to your Zeon army. I've got like 6 or 7 of these in my Zeon army. I'm not Gouf crazy, but I do like the Gouf. It's a great figure, and I wanted to get it in my Zeon collection because I'm a Zeon fan, and it's definitely a must-have if you're a Zeon fan as well. At least one, anyway. But yeah guys, thanks for watching the review. Anything you want to say in addition to this review, or what you think of the Japanese Gouf version of the MSIA toy line, please let me know. And I'll see you in the next video guys. Bye!